Hey guys, welcome back to another video here with Coach Evan. Today we're going to be focusing on soccer and the soccer positions, as you can see right there, and as I pointed it the wrong direction. So we're going to learn how to show you on a piece of paper, or in this case the whiteboard, what positions you might be playing and what groups those positions are in. Soccer is not nearly as complicated as other sports, especially like football. Positions are very clear-cut and easy to learn. And I'm going to start up here. This group here is called the forwards. Forwards are the positions that are primarily trying to score. Your center forward is going to have the title of striker. They're trying to strike the ball in towards the goal at all times. So they're a very good person to funnel the ball into at the end of kind of a play towards the middle of the field, and they can just strike the ball in very quickly. W, which will be also labeled LW or RW, depending on the positions that you're working with, is called a wing. And so, or a winger. I'll put the slash in there because I'm not very fond of a winger. I just like wing, but winger is kind of a more basic term for it. But LW and RW would be left wing and right wing, and that's just telling you what side of the field you're on, but you're still playing on the outside parts of the field. And I'm sorry I keep doing my imaginary field here to show you what's happening. But those are the two forward positions that we're going to be having. And remember, forwards are always trying to score. That's their main job. Our second group are called midfielders. Midfielders are the most active players on the soccer field. Midfielders are usually some of the greatest athletes on the entire planet Earth. An average midfielder in a World Cup game can run anywhere from 6 to 9 miles. They're constantly on the go, ready to go. And the most active of them all is the CM, the center midfielder. They control everything on that field movement-wise because everything usually gets facilitated through them because you can go in and then you can go out or keep going upward through the middle, through the center midfielder. And then if you have a center, just like wings, you have a left and a right. The reason I didn't include left and right up top, but I did here, is because I've never seen a soccer formation that doesn't use a left and a right, but I have seen formations that don't use a double wing system or a triple wing system. So a left midfielder is the LM. And I'm just going to put mid here from now on just because we know what midfielders are. And RM is a right midfielder. So those are the guys on the outside positions of the field, and they're still running all the way up and down the field, but they're usually trying to stay towards their sides, where a center midfielder can pretty much go anywhere they want to at any time. That's usually how it works. Then there's kind of these specialty ones. I'm just going to draw a little dotted line here to show you that specialty line. There's other ways to play midfielder and give a focus more so than just we go everywhere. And that would be AM and DM. AM is an attacking midfielder. An attacking midfielder still has the fluidity of the center midfielder. They can go up and down, but they want to focus much more on helping the forwards and attacking towards the opponent's goal. Whereas a DM is a defensive midfielder. A DM, defensive mid, still, again, same fluidity, but they want to focus a little bit more on staying back and helping the defense. Thing is, you're going to see an attacking midfielder a lot more than you're going to see the term defensive midfielder. But I have seen it done, so I wanted to show it to everybody who's watching. Then we come to our last line of defense, and we're going to come to our lines of defense. CD is going to be center defender. Center defender is kind of your captain back on the defense. They're going to control your shifts back and forth. They might probably be the first person to go attack a ball because a lot of teams, especially early on, like to facilitate everything towards the middle and they do it very quickly, so a center defender is probably going to be the first person to go. Then you have your left defender, which I'm going to just do left D, and your right defender, which is just right D on this, just so we don't have to waste as much time. But those are your two side defenders playing on each side of the field. Then there's these two things. Again, a little bit more of a specialty like attacking mid, but it's used a lot more in American soccer, especially with the basics, than even attacking mid and defensive mid. And that's going to be, and it's abbreviated as stop and sweep. Stop is a stopper. A stopper is essentially playing the center defender spot, but they act a little bit more, they can have a little bit more freedom to go up. Whereas a sweeper is your absolute last player before we get to the goal. Before we get to the keeper, I should say. And they are just pretty much sweeping everything out of their area. So they're going to be your last defender. These two terms are pretty much, sweeper is pretty much a version all by itself, but stopper is really what a defensive mid is. It's all about the terminology of what you want to use. And then my personal favorite position is the absolute most important position on the field. It has to be, and that's GK. GK is your goalkeeper. And I know everyone out there likes to say goalie, and I try not to lose my mind, but it's actually goalkeeper. Goalie is actually a hockey term or a lacrosse term. Goalkeeper is soccer. That's why a lot of the times you'll abbreviate it to keeper or keep, because I don't know what it is, because I used to critique it myself, and then as soon as I started playing keeper, it bothered me so much when people said I was the goalie. Because I'm not a goalie, I'm a keeper. That's what happens. Plus, look at this face. I'm definitely a keeper. But your goalkeeper is your last line of defense before the ball goes in. They're the one person on the field that gets to use their hands at all times. Or at least as if they are inside the penalty box. But these are your basic soccer positions. So you're going to have your forward group, your midfielder group, and then I'm just going to put this over here quick for you. These are your defenders. And not like Marvel's defenders with a cheap bargain bin version of Iron Fist defenders on the soccer field. But that's going to do it for our soccer positions. So make sure you know all these terms, especially if you're in one of my classes. We're going to use these terms a lot. But no matter who you're with, whatever coach you have, they're going to use these terms if they really know what they're doing. And it's going to help you learn. But if you're looking for more information, you can always check out my other videos on YouTube with both soccer and football. Otherwise, go to my website, coachevandavies.com. All my practice plans are up there. I have a blog with frequently asked questions or stories from my time as a coach. On top of that, we also have links to our Instagram account, which is just under the same name, Coach Evan Davies. Just Coach Evan Davies. Getting too used to saying .com at the end of that. But for anything else, always go to the website. You can find anything you need there. Thank you so much for joining me for another video on the Coach Evan Davies YouTube channel. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope you come back soon. Bye-bye.